Yo, right here in the small box. Ladies and gentlemen, I am free from YouTube jail because Aubrey wanted to put me in the jail after listening to the album. I was literally like 2 songs out and then boom, I'm clipped. And then I got sniped. And then I'm out for 7 days on YouTube. So that's why you haven't seen me say nothing or do nothing. Let me tell you something. The only thing I got to say, because y'all know I like to talk a lot. The only thing I got to say right now before we get this video started is expect my review of Iceman tomorrow. Definitely going in depth with that album. So be excited for that one for sure. Going to be working on that one before I go live tomorrow as well. Shoot, let's make a movie out of it. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, let's go ahead and check out this video. Fans are disappointed with Iceman. Let's not waste no more time. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and know the vibe. You tapped in with your favorite Canadian reaction channel and network. Let's go ahead and get started. We back in this mug. Let's go.
Iceman was total buns. 2
Rotted.
alright songs. Whisper My Name and Janice, Shut the Frick Up. A bunch of just sad songs, which are like alright, but like not stuff that I'd want to go back and listen to. And then after like song 12 or song 11, just like these songs were like made yesterday, bro. They're so bad, it feels like they were made yesterday. The Future feature, buns. Nice, you guys got back together, you kissed, you made up, still bad. The 21 Savage feature, totally wasted. Bees on the table, what the hell does that even mean? All around Iceman, buns, bro, buns.
I can't even lie, man. Iceman overly ass, bro.
Oh,
my goodness, bro. This shit really sad. And granted, that's the only of the 3 I've heard, bro. I couldn't listen to all that shit. I couldn't go 3 hours straight of this nonsense. But I ain't gonna lie. Listening to Iceman, dude. And look, I won't even be on some lame shit where that shit was too long, bro. And because I understand that nigga had shit to say, bro. It's been like a year and a half since all the beef shit happened, all these niggas switched up on him. He got a lot of shit to say, bro. I just feel like on a lot of these songs,
I'd say in the afternoon drops like 4 or 5.
All these niggas switched up on me and talk about specific things. A lot of times, like he did that like 5 or 6 times. 5-minute songs just saying that same shit, bro. Like I said, I understand you got shit to say, bro. But yeah, the best song on here is with Molly. Molly was obviously the best person on this whole album. And I'm just talking about Iceman. She carried Drake and Future. Who would have thought a nigga saying that in 2026? Molly Santana carried Drake and Future on a song, bro. I don't know, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I rated this shit a fucking 3.5. Maybe that was too harsh, but like nothing moved me on this shit at all, bro. I'm sorry.
All right, let's talk about this Drake album. Not because I'm a Drake fan, not because I'm a Drake hater. I'm just a music junkie. I'm gonna tell you what I like about this, what I hate about this, and what the hell he did, and why the hell did he put out 3 albums at one time. Ridiculous. So first things first off the back, this is just way too much music. Way too much music.
Facts.
It kind of reminds me of that time. Remember when Chris Brown put out an album not too long ago and it was like damn near 30 tracks?
Heartbreak on a goddamn full moon with 45 songs on it. Then dropped the Christmas Deluxe with another 15 songs on it, totaling a 60-song project. That's what Christopher did. That was a long day for a lot of Christopher fans, but we made it. We made it. 45 songs is crazy, though.
And like you start to listen to it and then you're like, nah, that's enough. This is way too much. He overdid it. Like, what for, man? We did not need 3 albums. Nobody asked for 3 albums. 1 album would have been cool, whatever, put it out there, go through it, whatever. I'll give you a rating. But 3 albums, I can't even get through that right now. Secondly, there's no substance in his music right now. I feel like he's not who he used to be. There's no, like, flavor. There's no bounce.
He even confirmed on Iceman that he doesn't want to go back to what he used to be. So this idea of Aubrey right now is here to stay.
He's crying on every track. He's complaining a lot. He's singing more than he's rapping. Not for me. Maybe somebody else. Maybe somebody else will love this. I don't know. I'm not a big fan right now, and I didn't even fully go through all albums yet. I miss the old Drake. So Far Gone Drake. Take Care Drake. Views Drake. It Never Was the Same Drake. Scorpion Drake. And I'll also throw in More Life Drake. Thank Me Later Drake. Nothing Was the Same Drake. And anything but Lil Wayne Drake. This Drake right now, I don't know, man. He's not doing it.
Anything before Views is the cutoff for Drake.
He needs a new producer or something. He needs somebody to give him some new beats. He needs He needs a new
Don't
sound.
kill
He
me,
needs
Josh.
to, do something. Or hear me out. He can just stop making
60
music.
songs, yeah.
Drake been hot since 2008. 2008 when he came out, when he dropped Ransom. He's been going on since then. And don't get me wrong, because Drake is a good artist. I don't care about the Kendrick beef. I don't care what Kendrick did to him. That's fine. But Drake's been dropping hits, bangers. Some are bangers for a decade plus. So many different bangers. One Dance, Hotline Bling, Passion Fruit, The Motto, Crew Love, Jimmy Cook's Best I Ever Had, Controller, Nice for What, God's Plan, In My Feelings, Drake. Where is that guy? Anyway, that's how I feel about the album right now. There's not really much I like, to be honest with you. However, it did just come out. I will give it another listen and run through it. It's going to take me a while because it's long as all hell.
This shit is so ass.
Damn.
There was a couple songs. That was it. It's the same shit every fucking song, like the Brown album. Bro,
No. 1000% disagree. 1000% disagree. I listened to that project and I listened to it again. There's range on that project. Like I said, though, take Sexy Red, Glorilla, and NBA Youngboy off that shit, and the album would be an S tier. Well, not S tier, A tier or B tier R&B project. Not S tier. I was boosting. I ain't gonna lie. I'm wrong for that. It's not S tier. You did things with that project you shouldn't have done, Christopher. All right? There's some things on that project you shouldn't have done, all right? I had to say it.
this is even worse.
Other shit.
But you want to know what's worse than this? This fucking shit right here.
I'm dead.
These are so terrible. And the excuse is, oh, he got out of his label. That's not an excuse to drop ass.
Here's the thing. I'll save it for the review.
I fucking told y'all, bro, that this man was gonna drop ass. And you Aubrey Glazers are saying that this is a classic. Get the fuck out of here with that shit, bro. Bro, GNX was better than all three of these albums. thfalloff was better than all three of these albums. Get the fuck out of here.
I just finished listening to Iceman,
Black
Drake's
Woman, here we go.
first album of 2026. There's 2 more to go. Let me tell you what I got from this, and let me tell you my favorite songs.
This is
what I got
Caribbean.
from this. The Kendrick Lamar beef, that really effed him up. It really did. He lost sleep. He really has changed from that. In fact, the 2009 Drake Innocent Drake that we used to listen to, that man is dead. In fact, he has a scar. He hasn't really healed from the beef. And in fact, he's quite angry. He's dead to everybody. He's kind of hardened. His heart is kind of hardened. Even though he says that his heart is softened. People who've said bad things to him, to his face, you're dead to him. People who've said bad things about him behind his back, you're dead to him. People who've said things underneath their breath, you're dead to him. People who haven't said anything at all, you're dead to him. His enemies include employees, producers, engineers, prodigies. And of course, friends, acquaintances, people in the industry. He can't really say much, even though he's quite angry, because he's Drake, but his family and his good friends will cut you at the knees. They're ready to square up. Anybody who wants to reach out to him, that time is gone. Don't reach out to him. Don't reach out to him now or ever again. He says that he has a lot of secrets about people in the industry. He has a lot of secrets, and he can choose to air them out, but he chooses not to air them out. He's just again, very angry at UMG as well. UMG is the man. I don't know what specifically UMG did, but of course, he's suing them. But he's suing them, but using Kendrick to sue UMG. He really doesn't like UMG. In fact, he wants to be independent. He wants everybody to leave him alone. He wants to be free and do his own thing. So I think Iceman, to me, my interpretation, I think he's telling us that the old Drake is dead. This is the new Drake. I do think, though, the engineers and the producers who have a limited amount of sounds to give to Drake, I need them to stop giving them new sounds. Okay? Now, here are my favorite songs. My favorite songs, number 1 is Dust. Number 2, Don't Worry. Number 3, Janice STFU.
It had to be a troll. I'm so
It had to be a troll.
Ichigo did a Fortnite live event and everything. I sat up at 12 o'clock waiting for that shit. I listened to like 4 or 5 songs and I said it's time to go to sleep. You did a whole live event. And this ain't a 10 out of 10. Even though it's not a 10 out of 10, there's still some bangers on there. I can't lie. This is the listing people are saying right now. I don't even know why this is on here. That song was horrible in my opinion. I low-key fucked with Dust. Dust was probably my favorite one, and Make Them Pay. All the rest was kind of just mid. I feel like Fourth Worth should be on this playlist, and Road Trips. The rest of the album gotta marinate, or there's just some trash songs. It was just sounding like the same shit over and over again. Because right now, everyone is not fucking with this album. I think my favorite song on here was Dust, though. That's something I put in my playlist. Y'all gotta let me know, what was y'all favorite song? What was the worst song in y'all opinion? I don't feel like this is a 10 out of 10.
Lyric-wise, they're really bad. Iceman, he sounds like a scorned woman who just got a divorce.
Yo, a scorned woman is insane, bro. Jesus God. Jesus.
She didn't get nothing in a divorce settlement. She didn't get nothing. The husband took everything. That's what Iceman sounds like. So I don't know where Drake was going with that. I don't know where he was going with that. Okay, so cool, boom, right? The other two, I didn't like them first listen, but I'm gonna listen to them again. I'm gonna listen to them again. I'm gonna circle back, okay? But so far, I listened to all 3 albums, no downloads.
My thoughts on Drake's brand new album, Iceman. So I just listened to Drake's new album, Iceman, and I have to say, this is by far the best album out of the 3 that he just dropped. Now, I will say this is a good album. Is it a great album? Absolutely not. Not even close. Is it phenomenal? No way. Is it a classic? Never. Honestly, at this point with Drake with his albums, I don't know anymore. Meaning, I don't know who Drake is even making music for anymore because it doesn't seem like it's for me. And I don't know what has happened since the Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef, but it looks like Drake is not over that at all. And I feel like it gets in the way.
That's the part I don't like about the album. Where you spend most of the album still trying to diss. Where were you 2 years ago when you were supposed to diss? You waved the white flag with the Heart Part 6 and said, oh, this is some lyrical exercise. Like, I mean, I wasn't even trying to go this far or whatever. Like, bro, why'd you stop? Most of these songs, if you packaged them right, could have been a better response than the Heart Part 6. I'm just going to be honest with you. It was not a good response at all.
Of the quality of Iceman because Drake is so focused on that still over 2 years later. It's just every single time Drake has dropped a new album over the past 10 years, it's just gotten less and less interesting to me. This is because it just feels like he's been making the same album over and over again where he just puts a bunch of random songs on an album. There's no way this is the same guy who made Take Care. Nothing was the same, and also if you're reading this, it's too late.
Hey, those Drake albums ain't it. All 3 of them. So it's 1:33 a.m. And I just listened to all 3 of those Drake albums, dog. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's so many skips on these albums.
Damn.
Now, I ain't gonna lie. I like Kendrick music. Kendrick my type of guy. But I also like Drake music. Favorite Drake album.
And it's okay to like both.
Was the same. Classic. You can let that album play all the way through. Now, I don't know if Kendrick put something in our minds subconsciously or if we just outgrew Drake and his sound, or maybe he didn't grow with his music. It almost seems like he's unrelatable. Sonically, the music is just not it sonically. I don't know if 40 is making his beats or he has somebody else making his beats, but I'm not liking that sound. And Drake, please stop the beat switches, dog. If you're gonna switch the beat, it better be better than the first part of the song or the first part of.
Hey, I gotta admit though, majority of the beat switches on this project should have never been switched. I'm sorry. What's the one song? Too Hot for the Radio? Why'd you switch that? Why did you switch it? And then you switch it thinking that, oh, man, what? Not like us. That's nothing to me. I can hop on your shit and do it better. Nigga, stop it. Stop it. You're making yourself look desperate. That's crazy to me. That is absolutely wild to me.
The second part of the song better be better than the first. But don't switch the beat and then the beat switch is trash. To me, the best sounding album out of all three is Habibi. Just sonically, I can see where he got a few hits for the women. But that slow flow trying to rap and talk to us, I think one per album will do it. To me, Drake has always been his best on trap beats. Or those soulful
Listen, if you want Drake to rap, I've already said this before. If you want Drake to rap, bro, Diplomatic Immunity. That's his best one. Them timestamps, there's no longevity with the timestamps. If you playing a timestamp to this day, you're forcing it. Diplomatic Immunity is better than majority of the timestamps. Just being honest.
raw style beats. Lemon Pepper Freestyle, that's where you gotta get those timestamp songs on, man. That timestamp rap you do, you gotta put that on those Lemon Pepper Freestyle type beats, man. That's when you really be talking to us. I think he too much in his head, and he not just making music. I honestly think
Boogeyman is too much on your head.
That we might have outgrown Drake, or we're at a time.
Drake outgrew himself by Benjamin buttoning himself.
In our life where substance matter, and he just can't feel that. I don't think he can feel where most of us are in life. I don't think he can really feel the climate of the world. We kind of getting past the big braggadocious celebrities and throwing it in everybody's face, and because for one, we know a lot of this is cap, and it's not really pushing music forward, and it's not pushing the world forward. I think that's where we at a time in our lives where we want stuff to push the world forward. I think he should have stayed gone a little longer. Should have stayed gone a little longer and popped back out in a time of happiness and celebration. Drizzy, you either got to speed it up or you got to switch producers, dog. I don't want to think that the whole time it was the youngins that was making you hot.
It
That
is.
was the underground scene and sound that was making you hot.
Nah, think about it though. And we at the end of the video, but think about it though. The younger generation was the one making him hot. Going back to any album that Drake had back then. Think about this for a second. Let's go to Views. Let's go to Nothing Was the Same. Let's go to Take Care. So Far Gone. I was young back then. I liked those projects. The younger generation back then loved and adored those projects. But as we age and as we get older, and now we're adults with a different mindset than when we were as kids, you didn't advance with us. You said, F y'all, I'm going to go find some other kids to relate to. And then start making music for them in that time period. It has always been the kids that was pushing the music. Anytime there's adults trying to like hop on the wave, it's like the girl said in the other compilation, it's like the old dude in the club. Y'all out here trying to get lit still. That's what it is. This is relating to a new, younger generation. There's younger kids all over Toronto that adore this shit. Because this is what their sound sounds like. Plain and simple. You know? So it's always been for the younger generation. That's what Drake's been doing this whole time. The girls back then grew up facts. He's still Uncle Peter Pan is insane. Jesus. My God. But yeah. That's what it is right now, man. Real talk. You know? So it's kind of interesting to see. Like a lot of people that are growing up looking at this completely differently. It's kind of like you're pulling the wool under the eyes of a lot of the consumers that have consumed the project. You know? And that comes with experience. That comes with aging. That comes with growing up. That's why I'm disappointed when I heard the first song. Because you talked about battling age. You talked about turning 40. You talked about your daddy having cancer. You talk about all these things. And then you said, F that thought. Let's get lit again. Like, what? That's crazy. All I'm saying is stick around for my album review. I'll be working on it tomorrow. I'm going to get some jot notes ready for tonight so I can kind of like have a smooth kind of process when I make it. Everything is coming off the top of my head, mind you. So I'm going to do what I always do, but I'm going to try and script this one so I can try to like keep a flow with it. It is something I don't usually do, but I want to at least attempt because I feel like it is important for Toronto. I know a lot of people from Toronto not going to hear this, but I always do things for Toronto around here because I see my city as an outstanding place. I see my city with all kinds of talent all over the place. It's just zero direction. It's just zero direction. That's all I see. Everybody running in circles. Everybody running in a different direction thinking we all leading each other. Meanwhile, we don't even know where we're going. Just being honest. But look. Shout out to 888 Music for the video. I appreciate you, bro. Real talk. Yes, I am back, ladies and gentlemen, free from prison. You know. But we got to get back to work. So we're going to keep continuing to make these videos and be outstanding individuals. You hear me? So with that being said, we're going to call it here. And shoot, let's see what else we're going to get into, all right?